Joe Burrow has officially been hit with the injury-prone label. All the national media has been talking about over the last week is Joe Burrow's durability concerns, nonstop. Like, I think that people are severely ODing on Joe Burrow's couple of injuries that he suffered. Like, people make it seem like Joe Burrow has gotten injured every single season when that hasn't been the case. Like, prior to him suffering that wrist injury, he was healthy in 2021 and 2022. He played every single game. Now, he suffered a scary ACL tear his rookie season. But since then, the dude has been pretty healthy. And now the dude has one season where he dealt with a calf strain early, and then he ends up having the wrist surgery. And then now all of a sudden, he's just an injury-prone quarterback now? You can't trust Joe Burrow? Did people have this same energy for Lamar Jackson when in 2021 and 2022, his seasons got cut short due to season-ending injuries? No. People still view Lamar as a high-end quarterback that can win you games and can still be good enough to win you a Super Bowl. Now, when Lamar came back fully healthy last year, he put those naysayers to rest. Joe Burrow is going to have to do the same thing. But you see, me, I'm not one of those people that's going to come on here and say, man, Joe Burrow has to prove to me that he still is what he was prior to those injuries, because this is the only quarterback in the National Football League that has beaten Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game, outside of Tom Brady, who beat him in the Super Bowl. So I'm not about to count out Joe just because the dude has had a few injuries that set him back last year. I just think that sometimes in the NFL, you just have a bad luck with injuries if you're a quarterback of Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow's stature. You know, like, they got hit a lot early into their career. Lamar Jackson was running the ball a lot, and eventually those hits kind of took a toll on him, you know, like his third, fourth year into the league. But eventually, you know, when the Ravens got it together, they started using Lamar Jackson more as a passer and less as a runner. We saw he was healthy for all of last year. The problem with Joe Burrow is that the dude has been hit so much because Cincinnati is still trying to figure out with the offensive line that these hits are starting to add up. And they're adding up really fast, because when the dude came out of LSU, he already was like 20-something years old. So when you got somebody that is at the stage that Joe Burrow is at in his career, when he's already been to a Super Bowl, he's been the only QB that's active that's beating Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game, I think that he deserves the benefit of a doubt that he's going to be able to bounce back from these injuries, and he's going to still be the same player that he was prior to sustaining them. I don't think he's Chad Pennington 2.0, and if he is, he's a damn good version of him. When Joe Burrow is healthy, the Bengals have a shot to win the Super Bowl every single season. There's a reason why they call Arrowhead Burrowhead. You see, like, I think that we overreact way too often to injuries. A guy gets injured 1 year, and then all of a sudden he gets called injury prone, when his previous 2 seasons he's played in every single game. That makes no sense. Like, Joe Burrow is still, to me, the second best quarterback in the league until somebody else like Lamar or Josh Allen can actually beat Patrick Mahomes on the road. You see, Kansas City, when they see Cincinnati on their schedule, they get scared. You want to know why? Because they know Patrick Mahomes is going up against the Patrick Mahomes stopper. Joe Burrow is still one of those ones. He's still one of one. And he's easily going to win comeback player of the year unless Aaron Rodgers just surprises us all, and at 40-something years old, he's able to string along a season that can carry the New York Jets and that probably franchise to the postseason. But I don't see that happening. Like, I really don't understand the overreactions to Joe Burrow's injuries. Like, people act like this dude has been injured every single year of his career, when that's far from the truth. I just told you guys in 2021 and 2022, he played in all 16 regular season games. Hell, he might not have been 100% during all of them, but who is? Y'all watch the NFL every single week. It's a gladiator sport out there. I'm glad I'm not playing the NFL, because you take one hit, if you're me, and you're automatically getting sent to the hospital. It's DOA. Joe Burrow is he's a warrior, and he's the heart and soul of that franchise. This dude carried the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl behind the worst offensive line to make it to the Super Bowl in the modern Super Bowl era. This dude won a playoff game being sacked, what, like 11 times. So if there's anybody who I'm not about to doubt, it's Joe Burrow, because he shows you that every time you count him out, he always comes back stronger. You know, last season, he started out a little bit slow, but then he had that game against the San Francisco 49ers where he just absolutely picked apart and dismantled that defense. Like, Joe Burrow still is the second best quarterback in the league to me. Y'all can call me biased all you want to, because I am a big Joe Burrow fan, but I don't think I can be too biased. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'm giving him props. Like, Joe Burrow still is one of those ones, man. Until somebody else can beat Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, I don't want to hear anything else about Joe Burrow's durability concerns. Or you won't hear any concerns out of me, because I ain't worried about Joe Burrow. I know what the brother does when he's healthy. And injuries are one of those things that is so unpredictable that you just can't predict when a guy's going to get injured. Now, I could understand if he was a guy that was injured for 3 straight years in a row or 4 straight years in a row. That's understandable. Like, if he was Jimmy Garoppolo, it's not a matter of if he can stay healthy. It's a matter of when he's going to get injured. But he's not that kind of quarterback. The dude's only had 2 years that he's missed out of 4 due to injuries. And we just seem to ignore the 2 seasons that he was fully healthy just didn't happen.